up, party people? Welcome back. It's another great day in the United States of America. I don't know. I've never opened the show like that before, so why would I do it now? I don't know, but welcome. This is the 10-Minute Sports Report. Today is Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. So welcome to this sports report. I'm going to get you caught up on all things sports. As the sports are winding down, I have to dig more and more to find more and more drama, quote-unquote, to report on. However, I think I found some. So we'll jump right in with Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Boy, do I wish that I could have stayed up to watch this thing. I am an old man. I do go to bed by 9 p.m. on work nights and most nights, even when I don't work, because like I said, I am an old man. That is one of my pet peeves. Be sure to check out a brand new episode of the Fourth One podcast Friday, 6 a.m., because I'm going to go over some of my sports pet peeves. And one of them is that the Western Conference basketball games are on after 9 p.m. They start after 9 p.m. This game didn't get done until close to midnight, and boy, do I need my 8 hours of beauty rest. Anyway, to the game. The Denver Nuggets take Game 1 of the best-of-7 series over the Lakers in a 132-126, what appears to be a thriller. Nikola Jokic was every sort of good. He finished with 34 points, 21 rebounds, and 14 assists. Like I told you in yesterday's episode, he is the cream of the crop when it comes to NBA players. Meanwhile, Anthony Davis did his darndest to keep pace. He finished with 40 points and also added 10 rebounds himself. I told you Jokic doesn't play any defense, so Anthony Davis should get whatever he wants. The problem is Jokic pulls Anthony Davis away from the basket. Davis is really good in shot blocking attempts. He's very versatile and very long outside of the paint where Jokic likes to operate, but Jokic is a much different character. Austin Reeves did have 23 points. LeBron James did have 26 himself. However, Jamal Murray, the point guard for the Denver Nuggets, also had 31. All five starters were in double figures, and then Bruce Brown off the bench got the Nuggets 16 points. The Nuggets did shoot 55% from the field. So did the Lakers. They shot 47% from three, and the Lakers shot 46. So this was a much more even game than maybe you had thought. It was close all the way through. The Nuggets did hold a 12-point lead at the end of one. And then in the third quarter, the Lakers did kind of come back to make it interesting. So, Lakers are going to try to rebound in Game 2 come Thursday. Tonight action is Game 1 between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. I told you that the best player on the planet is Nikola Jokic. The best player in the NBA, though, right now is Jimmy Butler. There's this thing called Playoff Jimmy. He averaged 22 points in the regular season. He's averaging over 30 in the playoffs. He is a different breed. However, Boston's got two guys that can both get 40, can both get 50 and possibly 60, and that would be Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics. They are just outstanding. Does Miami have enough depth to get this done against the Boston Celtics? Those Boston Celtics, again, got two guys, but then they got others who can contribute, specifically Marcus Smart, who's a streaky shooter and a very good defender. I still like, for whatever reason, Miami's just on one of their runs. They're just really hot right now. So unless if they cool off and Jimmy Butler cools off, I just think that they're going to be just fine. To some NBA news, as it were. Daryl Morey looks like he's going to be sticking around the 76ers. He says that he is going to be careful when hiring a new coach. He doesn't want to rush into anything at all. We are taking a careful process with the coach. We do not think it will move quickly. We have to be careful with the process. Trigger word for all Sixer fans. with the process word, but it is true. So he knows that the process is a trigger word, but it has to be a process. No 76ers fan is going to get upset that you're taking your time and they need to be okay with the process of the coaching search. They're not going to be okay with if you go and tank again for 10 years. My goodness. One team that will no longer be tanking is the San Antonio Spurs. They absolutely hit the lottery last night, and that is what it's called. So kind of a play on words there. They get the number 1 overall pick in the upcoming NBA draft, and they are supposed to select Victor Wembanyama. I have to say that really slowly because I'm illiterate. Most people call him Wemby. He is 7'4". He can shoot a 3. He plays defense. Go look him up. I'm sorry, he's 7'5". He is ridiculous. He is supposed to be the next greatest thing since sliced bread. The last time the San Antonio's had the number 1 overall pick was 1987. They got a Hall of Famer, David Robinson. And 1997, they got a Hall of Famer in Tim Duncan. So, Victor, it looks like you're going to be a Hall of Famer. You are pairing that with the greatest coach in NBA history, and that would be Greg Popovich. So more things to come, but this means they got the super prospect. This means they will start actually spending their money again and not tanking and try to put stars around him to make sure he doesn't leave, because that's what NBA stars are prone to do. John Morant needs to stay off Instagram Live. He had another video surface. He was suspended earlier in the season. I think I talked about this. He was suspended on Sunday by the Grizzlies because he flashed another gun on Instagram Live. Adam Silver is being careful with this process, doing a full investigation, and says, quote, "I was shocked." Why that needed to be a part of the 10-minute sports report, I don't know. Like I said, I'm running out of things to talk about. So let's talk about hockey. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals will take place Thursdays between the Panthers and Hurricane. That is the first hockey game this year. They used to be in the same division, and then hockey redid the divisions, and they are no longer part of the same divisions. Florida's first trip to the East Finals since 1996. The Carolina had just been there recently, and I lost the article. The Hurricanes made the Stanley Cup final in 2002, and then they got back to the East Final in 2009, but haven't been there since. So that is where we are at. The prediction for this game, or the favorite in this game, is currently the Carolina Hurricane, as the Florida Panthers are the 8th seed in the East. Some news to come out of hockey. The Arizona Coyotes plan to play their 23-24 season at Mullet Arena on the campus of Arizona State. They had planned to build a new arena in Tempe as part of a $2.1 billion entertainment district. They were going to be a part of the $2.1 billion. However, that was rejected on Tuesday by voters. Immediately around the NHL, speculations began to think that they would move the team to either Houston, Salt Lake City, Kansas City, or Quebec as early as next season. However, the president and CEO Xavier Gutierrez confirmed with ESPN Wednesday that the team will stay in Arizona at least through the 23-24 season. And finally, a check on the local quote-unquote Pirates team, the Pittsburgh Pirates, as they're the only Pennsylvania team that's currently doing semi-well. The Pittsburgh Pirates lost yesterday 4-0 to the Tigers, but then won today 8-0 over the Tigers. They sit 3 games above 500, 23-20, and sit 1.5 game backs of the Milwaukee Brewers. That'll do it for today's rendition of the 10-Minute Sports Report. Thank you, everyone, for listening to my ramblings, my stumblings, my bumblings all the way through this 10 minutes. I hope I see you again tomorrow for Thursday's rendition of the 10-Minute Sports Report. Again, check out an all-new episode of the 4th and 1 podcast. We will be looking at the power rankings post-spring for college football, as well as EA Sports came out and will let players opt in or out of being in their new video games, as well as the fact that Stetson Bennett did not graduate the University of Georgia despite being there for 7 years. So, take a listen Friday, 6 a.m. Take care. God bless you. Peace out. Wash your hands, you filthy animals.